right, Maz, who is your garbage person of the week?
My garbage person of the week is Vivek Ramaswamy. Just because, I mean, if you've watched him, he's kind of become the garbage person in many ways. He is fast talking, he's very elusive, he doesn't answer the questions, he just keeps moving, bobbing and weaving. They say that he's kind of a smarter version of Trump. Just say things you'll do without any kind of actual logical way of getting it done. And it was beautiful to see him be interviewed by Mehdi Hasan of MSNBC, and Mehdi was holding his feet to the fire. There was a lot of back and forth. It was very entertaining. I highly suggest everyone watch the full interview. It's on YouTube, and maybe we'll see a clip and then could talk about him some more.
You say he behaved in downright abhorrent behavior that makes him a danger to democracy.
Yeah,
what was it that was downright? Tell me what he did that was downright abhorrent.
Let's actually be really fair to your audience. So on January 10th, 2021, thereabouts, days after that incident, I wrote an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal arguing that censorship was the real cause of what happened on January 6th. When asked in response, somebody asked me the question, are you... That's what I wrote. I'm giving you the facts of what I said. That's a hard fact. That was published in the Wall Street Journal. When pressed on, was that condoning what Trump did? My answer was no. There's a difference between a bad judgment and a crime.
So Mehdi comes back a couple times and he asks again. He goes, second time I'm asking, third time, and he keeps going. Mehdi is kind of doing to Vivek what the protester was doing to Peter Navarro, in that he kept making comments on the side, kept basically being our voice as a viewer to go, this doesn't sound true. And Vivek kept trying to bob and weave and dodge. It goes back to what we said earlier in the program about how these Republicans have a hard time criticizing Donald Trump because they know that they will isolate his support and the support of his cuckoo base. And here is Vivek Ramaswamy, who had put out a tweet that said Trump's behavior after January 6th was abhorrent, and there it is right there, downright abhorrent. And Mehdi kept saying, well, you said it was abhorrent, so was it abhorrent? And what was abhorrent about it? And he kept saying, well, let me tell you something. It was censorship caused this. Yeah, second time I'm asking, was it abhorrent? Well, let me tell you, America's a great country. I'm asking you again, was it abhorrent? And at the final time, he comes around finally, and he doesn't say Donald Trump. He just says, if I were, he says, it's a leader's job to unite. And he goes, I thought that was a time to unite. So when I watched it, I go, oh my gosh, it took 10 minutes. But he finally admitted that Donald Trump did not unite the people of America. Whoa, what a concept. So these people are weak people. They are very much kowtowing to whatever they think they need to say in order to win. In that interview, Mehdi asks Vivek about his plans, because Vivek said that he has a way to end the war with Ukraine and Russia. The same way Trump says. Trump keeps saying, if I'm in 24 hours, I'll end the war. They go, how? He goes, I'll call them up. I'll be like, guys, it's over. And they'll be like, sure. It's just so silly. And so Vivek's strategy was something along the lines of like, I'll get Putin to come out, and then I'll distance Putin from China economically, and I'll insert America back as the economic power. Or he had another thing in that same interview where Vivek asked him, did Mike Pence do the right thing? And then Mehdi asked Vivek, did Mike Pence do the right thing? And Vivek again bobbing and weaving. He says, well, what he should have done was on January 7th called a day of elections, of re-elections. It's all promising things with no plans, which is what Donald Trump did to start it all. And these guys are continuing to do it.
Yeah, that interview was awesome. So much so that when I saw that you picked, and I mentioned this before the show, when I saw that you picked Vivek and you were talking about this specific interview, I was like, damn, that is a good garbage person of the week. Because, at the end of the day, God never let me be on the other side of an argument versus Mehdi Hasan, because if someone knows how to argue in media, if someone knows how to actually debate and hold people accountable and get them to answer for what they have said, it's Mehdi Hasan. He just absolutely crushed it.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.